Okay, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to a bad podcast. This is week 6, right? Week 6, unless I'm fucking up. I think it's week.
Fucking no.
It's a week. Welcome back. Davian, how are you doing today? As you can see, it's just the two of us today.
I am amazing. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good. I asked you earlier. Obviously, like you said, you've had a 5-hour blip in your morning. For me, I woke up, I did a little bit of actual work, and then I spent the last 4 hours straight tattooing. So I've been productive in everything but my actual occupation, and I'm very okay with that. Oh my god.
I've been
Sure.
using my annual leave correctly and relaxing.
Okay, not bad. How is your annual leave going? You know? Anything interesting which has happened in your time? Any anything at all you want to share with the people?
No, nothing at all.
Nothing to report.
There's a heat wave in England and it be hot here, and that is all I have to report. Thank you.
All right, well, there you go, ladies and gentlemen. It's fucking hot. It is hot. When you're outside, it isn't that bad. It's just like when you're fucking indoors, it's just feels like I don't know, slowly melting away. But yeah, hopefully everyone's good. Drink water, drink vodka, do whatever makes you happy. Uh, you know. Next up here, well, actually, as per usual, we're gonna hop straight into short sports. Manchester City completed the treble. Um, would you say that this City team goes into surely top 5 Premier League teams of all time?
Fourth best.
Fourth best? Fourth?
Yeah.
I would,
Um.
I would have said top 3,
Maybe.
third, but top 3.
Okay. So the teams I rank higher than them, and the all right. Are you talking Premier League in itself or all of
Yeah,
it?
no, Prem.
Because
Yeah, just Prem, just Prem.
if you're talking performance in the Premier League, then the United original treble team, the Arsenal Invincibles, and then that Chelsea team that conceded like 8 goals all season. But I think they don't get looked at all. They generally only conceded like single-digit goals. I think they're like 20 clean sheets. They've
Mm.
won like I think they lost the that Chelsea team should have done the invincible run and lost the stupid game to like Wigan or something like that.
Listen, man, Wigan came on
But like
smoke that year,
they're
man.
like the argument for teams in the top three would generally be, are they better than the Invincibles who actually won less games than them and drew a lot?
That's fair.
But I mean,
That's
they're up
fair.
there. I mean, being like top 4 or 5 teams in a 30-year league is
Crazy.
still high. And if you look at all-time seasons, then realistically they're top 2.
I was gonna
It's
say.
basically, which treble do you prefer? Like, is it United's homegrown treble or the City treble where they've dominated all competitions
To be fair,
capable?
it's gonna be very interesting. Number one, to see like obviously Newcastle, like now obviously after they were bought out, for a fact if they won't because they're gonna try and abide by the rules, but if they could do the same kind of formula that City did, fam, at that point it would just become like the fucking German league low key. Depending on if they could get a good enough manager in to also
Newcastle, I
facilitate
think
all the players they can afford now.
so. I think it's going to be difficult for Newcastle to do that
Mm.
purely because Man City are going to have a £300 million transfer budget now because they've won so many trophies. Um, United bring in so much money a year that they can afford to be in the 250 to 300 million transfer budget as well. Chelsea spent that much last season. Liverpool have like at least 80 to 90 to like 100 million to buy players.
Yeah,
So for Newcastle, you've now got in the German league, teams don't have that money. Like Bayern can buy from Dortmund quite easily because there's no money in that. They don't have the same. No one in the league has the same money as Bayern does. In the Premier League, there are 5 or 6 teams. Does that mean that whenever Newcastle try and buy a player, it's going to cost them more money? They've got to bid more wages. So
that's
now
true.
to get those top star players, you have to spend a lot. They'd have to spend double what United, City, and Liverpool are willing to pay, and that to overtake them. It's doable though, and
I'm
if
gonna.
they
Oh,
get, because the thing is with the FFP, like you only have to prove the rule is you have to have it's club profits, so you have to like bring in 500 million to spend 500 million. So your investor can't just drop 500 million in, but as long as you sign some sponsorship deals, and that's what Man City got done for. It's because the reason why Man City are in trouble is because they just faked sponsorship deals. They were like, oh yeah, we got loads of people, and then when we looked at it, they were like, yeah, that's just you paying your own money because you can't be your own sponsor. But if they get that money in, then they could, and they've got a good team as it is. All they have to do is,
but it's just maintenance. Pep will probably like get rid of 3, bring in 3, maybe 4, because like it's just that team is
Newcastle need a
stupid.
marquee
That team
signing.
is already stupid. Like I don't.
So the thing with the Man City team is it is stupid, but because of the way they play like a 3-2-2-3. It's a weird formation, and the Man City team, it's very specific. So there are only certain amount of hello, Nuss.
Damn it! I'm gonna pause the recording here. Start recording. Sorry for that little blip. I don't even know if David can remember what he was saying.
No, I remember because of the Man City system. Pep only trusts about 16 players.
Yeah.
Pep has he's got the shortest rotation in the Premier League. I think one of the issues they're going to have is burnout because one of the things you play for as a football player is obviously was that Champions League. So you're going to have players who are trying a lot less hard than they were before. He's also going to have a lot of tired players, which happened with like the Liverpool team this year. So he's going to have to
Sure.
spend to replace those players, but the players he needs have to be specialists because
Yeah.
he plays in such a unique way. Meaning he's going to have to spend like maybe 350 million to get like 4 or 5 good players in. Whereas
Bro,
someone like Arsenal or Tottenham have like glaring holes in their team that they need to like fullbacks. They could buy someone that's just competent and it will improve their team a lot. United, we just need depth. Liverpool need a midfield because their midfield is just old and tired. City would have to have specific people in specific roles,
yeah.
and I don't know who they are right now. Like they need like a maybe if they were going to replace like Calvin Phillips, they need like a Joshua Kimmich. That's going to cost them 150 mil, or like they're gonna have to replace. They're gonna have to get some fullbacks in because Kyle Walker's going to be nearing the end of his Man City career. They're going to have to replace him.
I think obviously the football market right now, obviously players are ridiculously expensive. But it came out, I think it was like literally yesterday. It was reporting from I think Laporte in France or whatever, and Romano confirmed as well that the minimum PSG would be willing to sell like Mbappe, number one, for example, was 150 mil.
150.
The 150 for Mbappe is a
Well,
deal.
the thing
That's a
about
deal.
so the thing about so the thing about the Mbappe deal is, firstly, that's undervalued.
Oh,
So
100%.
he's honest. But the reason they've done that is because PSG will sell to anyone but Real Madrid,
Yep.
and because he wants to go in 2025, PSG are under basically the idea that if they just sell everyone in their books now, then at least they can use that to then revamp their squad.
Oh, brother, we need
So
it. We Marco Asensio. That was a good transfer. I'm happy with that, bro. He's
and he's free.
last season played fantastic. Obviously Real
Mhm.
Madrid have the benefits of him just being a rotational player, not
He
key.
can play
But at
wings as well,
PSG,
and
excited about it. We got this other fucking kid like last week. I was like, I don't know who you are. We are PSG. I want to know who we're buying. And like these are not youngsters that we're bringing in. Donovan I think he was in his 20s. Like if you're in your 20s and I don't know who you are, bro, PSG fans like most are ungrateful. And I'm being ungrateful in terms of transfers because the team just isn't good enough, bro. And losing
yeah,
fucking Ramos and Messi,
yeah,
not fantastic. Neymar might go this fucking transfer window. Like, bro,
correct.
and Mbappe can't. Don't get me wrong, he can do the job, but like in the Champions League where it matters, he can't do it by himself, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, main problem PSG have is your midfield shit.
It's fucking
And you look at Real
ass.
Madrid. You look at Real Madrid. Real Madrid have got Modric, Cruz, Camavinga, and they've just got to sign Bellingham.
Tuchemani as well. Like, bro, like
And they've got Tuchemani.
it's
They're playing
fucking nuts.
Camavinga as a left back because they've got two. Because that team there is designed to have a big midfield. You look at PSG and you've got Renato Sanchez. I think you have Fabian Ruiz. You have
Bro, Marco Verratti is the only meaningful
Verratti's your
midfielder.
main player,
He's
yeah.
the
And then
only
you've got
meaningful midfielder in that team, bro. Like,
you've got a bunch of players who are like you'd sign on FIFA career mode and they'd be like 82, 83 rated, and you'd sign them as squad players. But you're trying to use that to then bolster a team.
it just
And when it
doesn't
comes to
work.
like Champions League this year, when Bayern played PSG, it's very easy to only stop Mbappe if you can stop his service and 2v1 him, and you didn't have a player team that was creative enough to get him into the game. And we stopped the ball getting to Messi, stopped the ball getting to Mbappe, and it meant that there was barely any chance created over the two legs. And then you see that same Bayern team go against Man City, who have De Bruyne, Gundogan, Phillips, fucking Rodri, and then obviously all the attacking options they've got, and Foden and Grealish, and you see that they were able to stretch the team to the point that it was easy for them at the end. And it's like that's where PSG should be trying to rebuild, but they're not. They built all in attack, a little bit in defense, and then said, "Oh, we'll be fine in midfield." But
Honestly,
you can win league. Normally you can win league quite comfortably, but this year it was even tough.
I was gonna say this year was a fucking stretch in of itself. Again, no, but I fully put that down to our manager, bro. Conflict within the dressing room. People saying he didn't have the experience, of which he really didn't for that level of the job that he had. Like, don't get me wrong, dude had a cool haircut. But if that's the only thing you're bringing to my team, bro, you can go. And I'm glad that he went.
Who is the PSG manager?
I don't know, bro. Whatever his name is, bro. You fucking, oh my god, man. Fucking trash ass player. I don't care that you used to play for the club. Get out of my fucking club, man. Fucking ass. Fucking Gastallaron, or whatever the fuck his name is. Anyway, question I was gonna ask you. Question I was gonna ask you here. Okay, transfer news. Not even really transfer news. But say for example, you're Harry Kane. Okay.
Yep.
Say for example, you're Harry Kane and Real Madrid send you a contract. Daniel Levy, I don't know, had an epiphany, and he was like, maybe I don't want to be a fucking moron, and I actually want to sell this player for like 90 mil to actually have some funds in the club. Okay. So he's accepted that. He's like, okay, you can go to A or B. Real Madrid send you a contract. Man United send you a contract. If you're Harry Kane, where do you go?
Okay. The answers depend on what Harry Kane wants.
Oh, no, but you're Harry Kane. Because like, he's 30.
So breaking the Premier League record is really important to Kane. He's about to do it. If it's me, I'm going to United, but only because I know this league, and he just scored 30 goals in that Spurs team. So realistically, if he upgrades teams and upgrades everything, A, he's going to be the biggest transfer that all England's going to be talking about, and B, it's probably less pressure for him to go to Real Madrid. If he goes to Real Madrid, he's expected to win the Champions League. If he goes to United, he can literally get by on winning anything because he's not won a trophy in his career. And also, if I'm Kane, I've seen what those big money moves have done to players like Bale, Hazard, where they go out there, and if there's even a slightly thing, those fans will turn on you instantly. But also, I think it depends on. I don't know if United bid the money for him. I think if his only choice is Real Madrid, I'm worried he's going to sign the Spurs deal again, and that scares me because he may be the greatest striker to never win anything.
It's looking like it's going to be that way. And I do want to say as well, by the way, after I asked you that question and you were speaking, I sneezed 4 times, blew my nose. I've been dying in the background. And obviously you can't see it, but everyone else will.
And you Discord noise suppression.
Oh, God, man.
But yeah, I don't know. It's a tough one, I think. If I'm Kane, I'd want to leave Spurs to any club that's got any form of ambition. If I'm going to United, I want to know they're going to buy about 4 or 5 more players. If I'm going to Real Madrid to replace Benzema, then
Real Madrid have already got the infrastructure for you to at least win. You'll at least win one trophy in the next 3-year contract, 4-year contract.
Copa del Rey would be good. Copa del Rey. You can take
the
Fam,
Super
you know when
Cup,
them like,
of anything.
fam, every one of them. Fam, a preseason tournament at this point would be good. Like just
So
something where you can say
he could win the Champions League with Real Madrid, though. That
he's a
team.
World Cup Golden Boot. He's a World Cup Golden Boot winner.
Mm.
He is a what's he won? Premier League Golden Boot winner. Premier League most assists in a season. He won both of those in the same year, goals and assists. He is the England's record top scorer. He is about third in the Premier League all-time top goal scorer charts, maybe second. This man has an output, and the Spurs team he was just playing in, are one of the worst Spurs teams I've ever seen. They finished 8th and he scored 30 goals. He was only 6 Premier League goals behind Haaland.
It's crazy.
And we call Haaland a robot. When you look at the stats, Kane should not be able to do that.
Well, Kane should have been at City already, bro. That's the fucking kicker as well. That's actually kind of sad for him.
Kane signed for City though. Had Kane signed for City, then Haaland never signs for City, which is weird.
But then the Haaland just goes to Madrid. Like Madrid would have had Haaland this season.
I know, and the thing is, it's one of them. Like I remember last year when Kane didn't sign, I was like, that was the best thing for the league. And annoyingly, I thought we could then push for the league, but then we didn't even buy players, and so then
nope.
When we got Ronaldo back, I was like, oh my god, we got Ronaldo. They don't get Kane. Oh, this is beautiful.
So okay,
went to shit.
So say for a question for you, you have three available. Actually, let's see. Yeah, no, two available options. You can sign Harry Kane for 90 mil for United, or you could spend. Let's say, for example, they go to 180 mil for Mbappe. For Man United, who would you rather have? As a team, the way it is right now, all you're doing is just adding that one. You're keeping the same players that we have now. For example, God forbid that we do that, but then you're bringing in one more player.
You go PSG that won 120 Maguire. Great player.
We're good.
You'd have to get Mbappe.
It's the logical. It is logical, but at the same time,
no.
British pundits will be like, "Oh, but Harry Kane, he's proven himself in this league."
Like, yeah, Harry Kane's better. Yeah. Also, Harry Kane could probably go to Chelsea. Harry Kane could probably go to Chelsea with Pochettino, and they could reform their bond. Whatever.
They need to upload about half that fucking dressing room already, bro. It's fucking crazy.
100%. But you get Mbappe for 180 million, or 100 whatever. It's still cheaper than he's worth. He's still a young player. If he has 3 good seasons for you, he'll actually be near his prime, and then you can probably sell him for about as much as you bought him for, or more. Because Real Madrid are eventually going to come in and say, "Yeah, he's ours now."
They were like, "He's ready now."
He's ready now. At some point, and be like, "Thank you for holding our goal for us, but now we're back."
Yeah,
and they're like, okay, bye. But if you get Kane for 90, you've probably only got 3, 4. He's like, you look at like players like Lewandowski, who are still like 34-ish, and they're still can contribute. He's that, but his value.
Won the Golden Boot this season in fucking Spain.
Yeah, like once you sign Kane, at this point, this is his last big contract before he's falls off. So, and also, I feel like if you get Mbappe in your team, it increases you double. While Kane will get 30 goals, Mbappe will just ruin teams.
That's very true.
Also, Mbappe vs Haaland would be fucking fun.
It would be fucking entertaining. Okay, fair enough.
6-6.
Listen, man. In my wet dreams, Neymar joins this season, but we'll see. We'll see what Ten Hag gets up to. We'll see what the sale of United gets up to, and pray to God things go well. There's nothing really else football-wise worth mentioning. I don't think Nas is not here, but I did want to tell him that I told him that Oliveira would win. Man was like, Oliveira doesn't have a chin. Man got hit hard and still kept pushing through, and then got the win anyway via TKO. I told him. Man was like, no, Oliveira doesn't have a chin. I was like, shut up. This man has been through the last fight he was in was a war, bro, and he still kicked. Ridiculous, man. I was like, Oliveira, man, disrespect.
Yeah, that's just Nas. That was Nas just picking on the fact he doesn't want to see Oliveira versus Makachev again. But if he deep down, then he would have known that Oliveira was.
I was gonna say, bro. Like,
and in other sports news, My Miami Heat propaganda stops here. They lost the title in 5. And Nikola Jokic is my favorite basketball player of all time because when
Oh,
they asked him what's he going to do now, he said, "I'm going home." Then
oh,
they said,
brother.
"What?"
When they asked him, so were you doing anything for like for fun during like obviously the training leading up to like the final stuff? He was like, I was just watching Pokemon, dude. I'm like, oh, this is my
Yeah,
guy.
Nikola Jokic. So he has horses,
Mm,
and there's a horse race thing he wants to get to on Sunday.
hmm
So they said, "What you doing?" He was like, "I'm going home." They're like, "What about the parade?" He said, "When's the parade?" They said Thursday, and he said no. Like in the press conference, and then they were like, "What?" And he's like, "They're like, you can go home Friday." He was like, "Okay, I guess." And then they asked him another question. He was like, "I'm probably gonna ask the owner to let me use his private jet. I just want to get home." They were like, What are you gonna do now?" He's like, "You've just won the NBA championship. This is like the first ever championship the Denver Nuggets ever won. That nigga just wants to be in his yard. Like he just wants to go home. Like that's it."
Fam,
He's
he was
like,
like,
I was
I got
like,
a
"I
daughter
can't
now,
relate to
bro.
you more."
I got a daughter now. I just want to
Man
spend
said,
time with
"Job is
her.
done. I can go home." Fam, he finished the series intentionally because he knew if he went to another game, he'd have to miss the Sunday Force thing. This man just wants to. He finished work and said, "I'm done. I want to go home." And I could not relate to a man more than that.
Bro, I
He said, "I
fucking
don't want to do
respect
any of
it.
your no drinks after work, no overtime. I just want to go
No,
to my
I would
yard,
go
let me get on
literally.
the plane and go home." And they were like,
Bro,
"What about this?" Is like, "I do not care. I've won. Now I'm going home."
shit, my guy just wanted to dip. He was like, I want to go spend time with my daughter, and I play video games. I'm gonna go play League of Legends with my homies from school. That's all I want to do.
All of these interviews are like, "This is your moment," because people always have sound clips. Remember, this is your
Uh-huh.
time to be like the braggadocious person. He's like, "No, just let me go home. I'm done.
I'm done
It's
with
been
this,
nine
bro.
months. I'm gone. Like,
I'm not
I'm
like you,
tired.
man. I'm built
Let me go
different.
sleep. Let me go play some Pokemon and relax." The man are like, "Okay."
Like I just wanted to dip,
Also,
bro.
fun fact: Denver Nuggets are owned by the same people who own Arsenal. So had Arsenal
Okay,
not bottled it, they would have won both leagues in the same year.
that's just
Also, it means that the man are out partying too long and Arsenal may never sign anyone. So I'm happy,
that is pain. That's his pain, yeah.
even if they are signing Declan Rice.
Well, the final thing, I think this is like influencer news low key, but not really. Soccer aid, I guess it's sports related low key as well. Obviously, the World 11 whooped England 4-2. Usain Bolt hit the Rashford. Um, the only thing I want to say is Tom Hiddleston knows bull. He's good at bull. Tommy Fury, I ain't gonna say
Dog
much.
shit.
I ain't gonna say nothing about
Dog
nothing.
shit.
But
You
brother,
are dog shit at football. Why doesn't your brain and your legs connect?
bro, it was so bad.
Is there a delay between you too tall? This is what's going on. This what
Fam, it was
look, man.
tragic.
As a Jamaican person, I was back in World 11, but I still I just can't believe what that brother was doing. His hands up here. He was trying to control the ball with his chest, and it went somewhere else. He kept trying one back heel like he was playing FIFA. I don't know.
Brother, I don't know how he was
He
playing.
looked like he looked like a pro club player right there. It was pissing me off.
Well, the good thing is that they did raise 14.6 mil for UNICEF. So, despite the shit soccer skills displayed by certain boxers, at least there's a bunch of money going to a good cause, which is fucking great.
Yeah.
Um, the next little bit of influencer news, you told me to hold fire on this until the podcast. So I
Oh
can actually
yeah.
finally get your fucking take. Nick Merckx, obviously, his comments that he made during the a rally, which was obviously invaded by protesters who are
Yes.
anti-LGBTQ, said leave the kids out of it. What are your thoughts now that obviously we're at the podcast?
Okay. So okay. I'm trying. It's a sensitive subject. I'm trying to work out a way to word it, but I don't, discuss people's opinions. But the way the American media has set up this anti-LGBTQ propaganda idea that they just want to come in and terrorize your children is mad because you live in a country where you literally allow people to buy guns and actually terrorize your children, but you don't fight against that, which is mad. But also,
preach.
Nick Merck's vision thing, whatever. Like, it was the most ill-timed, nonsensical tweet ever because he was then supporting. He was supporting an anti-LGBTQ attack on humans by saying, "Leave our kids alone." And it's like, look, I get that in your mind, you're playing, but
It was a
the idea
peaceful
is,
rally that they were having. Like,
there's two separate arguments. So there's the argument of it's Pride Month and people who are LGBTQ plus should be allowed to live their life in the way they want to, and it should be a legalized thing where they're not in any, they're not having to hide in the shadows like same thing. It would be the same thing as when people used to have racism marches to have the same rights. It's the same thing, and then the other argument of it is, oh, but the schools and the kids, and it's like, surely as a parent you should be able to. Surely as a parent you should be able to explain things to your kids and realize that your kids inherently don't care.
Nope.
Or they don't care who's gay, who's transgender. Like, they are just going. They just want to have fun and do whatever they're doing. And you're, as a parent, you're meant to teach them, how to respect other human beings, but also, they're inquisitive and not ask questions, and you should be able to answer those questions, humanly. Nick Max's first tweet was dumb. His reaction to it was stupid because he tried to double down because he's like,
literally the video.
I believe in. I'm gonna say America, and I'm like, okay, cool. Then Call of Duty taking down his thing, Call of Duty taking down his skin. It's also stupid because they're taking down his skin, but like they're virtue signaling. They don't really give a fuck. They just heard some backlash, and their first reaction was, we're not that, and so we'll just take it down, and then that will work. And then all the YouTubers then decided we're gonna stand with Nick Merckx, and it's like, so. But then you're like, freedom of speech, and it's like, okay, so freedom of speech in your mind only works one way.
It's ignorance, man, at its finest.
The reality is, a lot of YouTube is middle-aged white men, especially in America. It's middle-aged white men who are like, oh, well, it's uncomfortable, I don't want to talk about it. So then they just kind of reach it. But then, instead of them guys even using it as an opportunity to talk about things, they were just like, we'll double down. No one will take our freedom of speech. America. But then, when there are actual issues in their country, they don't want to talk about it. And it's like,
nope.
How do you choose the line? You're like, guns. I don't talk about politics.
Man. Don't talk about that. Don't discuss it.
Taking books out of schools. Let's not talk about that. We're here to have fun and forget the world. LGBT, they're like, this must stop now.
We can't let it infect our children.
Yeah, you're like, so that's the bit of advice to you, Nick. Okay, like, and also, when you tweet something with no facts and you have an influence and you have people who follow you, there are going to be people who just believe what you say without listening to it. So now, when you tweet these things, you've got to have something to back up what you're saying. You just tweeted it and went, I said it, and like, that's what
this is one of the world's biggest streamers on Twitch. This guy, he gets an average, probably minimum of like 20,000 people who watch him when he presses go live. Maybe if it dips down to like 15,000 people, that's still fucking crazy, bro. Yeah. If you have, and that's concurrent, and this man streams multiple times a week, and he's been at that level for years, so he has diehard fans, bro. I don't even like him like that, but he's an entertaining human being, so I'll be like, if you're streaming and I got nothing else to do, I'll put it on. But yeah, to have that much responsibility and then power, with great power comes great responsibility, but realistically, it's just ill-timed, not thought out well, and the doubling down, it shows someone's true colors to a degree. Don't get me wrong, you might be a nice person in other aspects, but at the end of the day, you take everything as a package deal. Just because I don't know, bro. It's just weird. I always think obviously rich people live in this different reality of the world, and it's always a shame when someone you thought was cool just isn't cool, and it's just
I think it's not a surprise because I watch that side of YouTube quite a lot and the people who stream, and you get the vibe from them, but normally they're like, I don't want to talk about it. With this one, it's really funny because they're like, you can see the clique of YouTubers or streamers like disrespect Tim Tapman. They were like, "Oh no, well he's my friend, so if you do like," they've not said, "Oh, we agree with what I said," but they're like, "Well, if you move like Doctor just was like, I'll delete COD and I'll never play it again until I get an apology," and it's like,
It's
okay,
ridiculous.
for me, being a friend in that space would be similar to what the Sidemen did, where JJ said something stupid and they went, "All right, cool, we're gonna lock down for a bit," but like it's conversations we're having between ourselves to make sure we don't do that shit again. With the American side of like the YouTube space or the social media space, they tend to just band together. Like, you will not like. It's like, oh, if you get one of us, you're gonna get all of us. And it's like, no, you need to have those conversations.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you are meant to be real people, but you kind of act like you aren't. Like, you're too
Yep.
big to be criticized, and because you've got these supportive fans, you can say anything and they'll just back you. So it's like you're
God,
never
that's
gonna learn
actually
from it.
terrifying.
Like like look at the face clan are in the news every week for something stupid.
Bro,
It's become a joke. Like,
mate,
if Face tweets something, it's probably stupid.
what was the guy's name? Hold up a sec.
And it's insane.
I
Like, they're
think
just like
I think it was like FaZe Meow or something. One of those guys. Yeah, I don't know, bro. It was weird. Hold on.
Face cat fam, meow.
No, legit though. Oh God, hold on. FaZe
Yeah,
Meow.
like it's one of them. I'm tired of it. And the thing is, I would say that those views are probably having streamers with that influence who share things without actually having any form of research or anything to back it up, and are
Oh,
selective, is probably more damaging to kids than people being gay. I can't lie. Like, I'd probably be more concerned about what my kids are watching when these men are saying all this shit. But,
yeah.
that's just me.
Oh, it's on Meow. It's FaZe Mew. My bad. FaZe Mew. It popped
Okay,
up back in the news again. Over the story, which obviously was going like massive last year in November, from a female streamer saying that obviously he took advantage of her when she was drunk, and you know,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah, did obviously
And
did things to her when she was completely out of it, drunk and stuff. Um, and they were like, obviously, FaZe suspended him at the time. I think he's still currently suspended, but he's still obviously a member of FaZe, like officially. So, and it's bro, that whole organization. Obviously, it makes sense. I think Nas mentioned it last week or the week before. Not on the podcast, but just like in conversation, that their stock is fucking dipping, and
but
it's
the face stock is horrendous now because you got the originals talking out against the people who bought into Phase,
mhm.
because Phase went and sold all their shares and bought in these private backers who don't know gaming, don't know YouTube, and are just doing whatever they're doing to them, so they don't care. So then you've got that combined with all these Phase people who've been signed up who are great at gaming but are horrible human beings,
Yep.
and you've been signed because you're great at gaming, but you have no moral integrity and you do shit like this. The second you went from a dirty dude who couldn't talk to women to
All the money.
basically being famous and being around all these people, and in LA where there are loads of women, especially
Yeah.
younger women who are trying to get their start in different types of like artistic careers, and instead of trying to treat them with respect, you then treat them however you think. Like, you
And
basically treat them like you can do
yeah,
whatever you like, and then these things come out, and then they get suspended, but they still get to stay around and get the financial help, and
yeah, it's
they're just taken
crazy.
off teams, and then people lose faith in the whole fucking organization, and you've gone from something that started off as a trick shot in esports organization to this whole. It's
Mess.
basically become another fucking big company.
It's just a
It's
mess.
become another big company that covers up allegations and hides things, and it's like,
Yeah.
well, you know better than the people you complain about. So,
It's just depressing.
but the
But
kids, all about the
but
kids.
it's the beautiful world we live in, ladies and gentlemen. The beautiful world we live in. Well, I think that covers up the influencer section.
Yep,
There.
influencers. There you go.
Not all of you, not all of you. Gene Ellie, you're great. Um, but yeah, nothing boxing wise I'm gonna even mention there. Nothing really worth speaking about.
Wait,
Joe's
no, no,
Pone. Oh,
There's one thing.
oh,
There's one thing.
mm,
Have you seen the leak? Have you seen the thing for Misfits? Oh wait,
no. JJ's been
I
saying the
think
card
that
looks fucking fantastic, but other than that, no.
they tweeted something, and I think they've got a footballer on the card
Okay.
because there's this thing where they're like generally saying they're like they've been teasing. They keep showing like football stadiums, saying like when this gets announced. I think they're doing something stupid.
Are they gonna play
I'm
football during a boxing
not.
match?
It's football, but the boxing.
Tell
It's
brother,
football,
they
but
did
boxing's
tag team
legal.
boxing. Tell me, tell me it's impossible. You have Ben Foster on the other end, and then you have boxing in the. I don't know, man. Like it's possible. It's possible.
And so at the end of every round, you take a penalty. You score the penalty, you get
Exactly,
1 point on. If you,
bro. Is that not sick? Oh my god, that's kind of sick though. We can imagine you're getting clapped up, but then you're clutching it because you're getting fucking the goals are getting scored in the penalty shootout, bro. Oh, you fucking clutch. I'm here for it. I'm here for it.
you got someone who got knocked out because those scores penalty, so he's won the fight.
Damn straight.
So the way they're talking about it, it's either going to be, I think they're either going to announce a Logan Paul fight, or they're going to announce something weird. Like, am I going to see Wayne Rooney boxing? Like, this is what I'm going to have. Like, this is going to be.
I would not be surprised. To be fair,
Like,
though, it would make a great clip. You know, you would show that obviously that clip from the Premier League when he was doing a celebration to him, obviously now training on the pads and shit. You know, it would be a great video. Good for the culture.
Yeah.
Or questionable.
I mean, I'm hoping that by this time next week that they've announced it and we'll know what it is. Because at least then we can that's something to talk about. Because the Misfits cards are just there's like stacking up, but no one knows what's on them.
That's fair. That's fair. Did Joe send you a poem this week?
You know he didn't.
Then all right. So no Joe's poem, but hopefully week 6 or 7, because I don't remember which podcast this is. You'll get it.
This is 6.
6. All right. Hopefully, week 7, you guys will have one. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna be dipping into the Quora questions. Yeah. Okay. So, obviously got the questions pulled up here already. We're gonna start nice and light, as per usual, David. You know how it goes. Question number 1. How would you help this person? Like legit advice.
I wouldn't.
My husband found my Tinder profile and now he wants a divorce. What should I do? I accidentally matched one of his coworkers and I didn't know and was flirting. How would you help her, Davian? Play devil's advocate. Okay. Play devil's advocate. How would you help her get out of the situation? Devil's advocate. Come on.
Okay, so what you do is you tell your husband you were doing a YouTube video, so you just wait to see how many people you could match in the 24 hours to show how easy it is to be a woman. So you weren't even flirting like that. You were just
trying to prove a point.
So, you were just showing how easy it is, and you were giving women advice, show them how easy it is to message. And obviously, you know that your husband's secure, so you should have told him, but you knew he wouldn't care, and something you can work through. Like it's not like you did anything, and So what you should do is, just talk to him, and admit that you were wrong not to tell him, but you just like it's just joking around, but also it's about the content. And then what you need to do from there is, apologize, you cook him some dinner, do whatever else you need to do to make him feel special, and then just maybe let him use Tinder for a couple of weeks to see that the outside world ain't great for him, and then once he makes that realization and he goes, we're cool, then just be good for like a good couple months, and then after that you should be able to just reset and go back to normal. Yeah. Or divorce, either one of the A or B. Like, let him have his divorce because you're a cheating scum, or try and finesse him. Whichever way you choose.
Finesse, bro. Finesse. Listen, if you love him, but then you just slipped up, And we all know you probably cheated on him
Fam,
multiple times, but it is what it is, isn't it? It just is what it is.
married and on Tinder. That is so much different than being like a relationship on Tinder or like a new relationship on Tinder is like, damn, I just haven't deleted it yet. Going down the aisle with someone and then being like, yeah, it's on Tinder and it, and my someone's
Bro,
co-worker is that's bad. That's bad searching. You shouldn't be searching in your local area. That's stupid because you should know that someone may know your husband, which means you didn't do your background research. And B, you gotta think better. This is why women don't cheat. It's because they just
um,
don't think about these stupid things.
literally everyone in the comments here as well, just like, just what did you expect? Given the divorce
Oh
he's
yeah, hundred
asking
percent.
for,
Uh, uh,
you have no business in being married, dude. Like,
in all seriousness, if you're literally on Tinder looking for someone else while you're married, and the person finds out and asks for a divorce, there is no counter argument. The counter argument is fair enough. I will just do it quickly, and it like we'll split up the assets quickly. I assume that guy just wants to be divorced and move on because he's got a cheating ass wife. And if it was the other way around, imagine a man going on there going, "I cheated on my wife. Now, what can I do?" Then everyone would be like, "Divorce? Like,
that
you
is
don't
the only
deserve her."
answer. That's literally the only answer. Well, the only logical answer. The only logical one.
And I hope that man goes on a hoe phase for like a good year.
Longer, to be honest. But poor dude. Poor dude. Again,
He only needs a
another
year.
reason the world is giving me trust issues. Okay. The next question I have for you here, Davian, is is the russianbrides.com a real dating site or is it a scam? I feel like you'd be quite knowledgeable.
How the fuck would I?
I feel like you have experience in this division.
But I don't want to. I don't want to English my let alone Russian. Um,
Hey, yo,
I
Russian
have
women are
no idea.
beautiful. What are you trying to say, dog?
I don't want to. I don't want to wife for cash. Is what I'm saying. Jesus.
Oh, okay.
I imagine it's probably knowing the world. It's probably a real site.
It's probably
Should you
real,
use
but
it?
do your research and make sure the person you're
Should
chatting to
you
is obviously real.
should you use it? Probably not. But make sure
It is
these
what it
women aren't
is.
just being solicited and trafficked. And then if you need a wife that desperately, and you've got the money, then she needs a
Well,
green card. You need like
well,
that feels American.
I'll tell you right now. There is a guy who said he's used it. He said it's
Like,
not a scam per se, but you do have to obviously, like I said, verify who you're going to be meeting. You can meet the women, but it will cost you an arm and three legs. You'll be expected to travel to their home country, as I did, to meet the women. It will cost you another fortune trying to get the woman back to your country if accepted by her and her family. And he started looking at his websites for 6 months before he obviously bit the bullet to go do that. So I'm like, number one, he obviously, it doesn't look like he even stayed with the chick. But the fact that all that money that he went into, all that effort, making that decision over 6 months, don't do it. Save yourself money. Don't do it,
mate,
bro.
yeah, mate,
This is one guy who put, I joined and now I can't cancel my subscription. I, I did what I was supposed to do to cancel, but they're sending me emails for multiple bills every month. And the helpline is only in Russian. So it's very hard to translate between the two. If anyone has
very
any
simple.
advice, please help.
So from now on,
Yeah.
top tip: put it on an account that has no money in it. So when you pay for the first month, and then they start
Ah,
trying to charge you, no overdraft, payment's gonna fail,
yep.
and then you cancel it on them, and then that way they can keep sending you bills, but they're in Russia. What they're gonna do? See, this is the thing you need to think of. But also,
Listen,
or just get a wife in your country, maybe. Like if you're gonna spend a
yeah.
fortune anyway,
I'm gonna say,
then
bro, there's plenty of women who are gold diggers who will happily take your cash, brother. Um, and the
and they might.
oh, sure. What was that?
Yeah, no, no. I beg you, carry on. I beg you, carry on. I'm gonna get
Okay.
cancelled for that one.
Oh,
Just,
well, you're gonna enjoy this next one. Should pregnant women be on Tinder? Does it?
yes.
Also, I'm gonna ask as well. Does their timeline in their pregnancy affect that answer for you? Whether they're 1 month, 6, or 9. We'll do the like that.
1 month. Like that's
Mm,
you could be on Tinder already. Like found out 1 month. Ah,
mm.
6 months. That's fine. If you're about to give birth,
Like month
maybe
8, like the bump is bumping. If you touch the belly, it'd be kicking from time to time.
yeah, a month 8. Like you should still be on Tinder. I just think you should probably declare how far along you are pretty early on in the conversation. Like it should be probably in your bio, and then like I have 8 months to 9 months. Because what are we gonna do? Like, because I don't want to have to
Say
take
for
to the hospital
example,
if you go into labor now and the,
say for example, Marissa, 8 months pregnant. You know what I'm saying? Pretty face. You match her on Tinder, and she's like, "Come on, come over. I'm feeling horny." You doing it
what day is it?
Friday?
Uh, Probably not.
The the fact that you spent
I didn't
that time
think it,
thinking
but
about it.
no, I thought about messaging. Like I said, would I? No.
Holy shit!
I did deep it. I did think about it.
Wait, hey, listen, you have to consider it. You have to consider it. All right. Well, fair enough, dog. Fair enough. Congratulations, you made it through the Quora questions.
Yeah, they weren't too
You
bad.
nah.
Still trying to get over that. I got caught on Tinder. He
Yeah,
wants a
bro.
divorce, and then
My
acting
husband caught me on
surprised. Like,
Tinder. What should I do?
you
Okay.
can't give you advice after you fucked up.
Honestly, bro, I don't know. We live in a very interesting world now, don't we? Um. Okay. So next up is our adult confessions, ladies and gentlemen. Of course, we're taking them from
No.
adultconfessions.com.
Oh
I got
fuck.
3 different categories, of course, Davian, for you. I'll let you
Okay.
pick which one we start with. We have My Cheating Heart, Revenge Sex, or Wet Stories.
We'll start with wet stories because that scares me.
Okay. Bear with me whilst I read this lovely paragraph.
You know what?
The
This is my favorite bit.
title.
This because it
Why?
means you have to read.
Oh, fuck you. I don't read. Okay. The title for this wonderful story is Lost Control Rehabbing My Father in Law in the Shower. So, my father in law had a hip replacement surgery, so I was helping him with his rehab. Helping him in the shower, I was surprised how quickly his penis would respond to what I'm not sure of, really. It took I took it as a compliment at the beginning, became anxious to wash him over time. Teasingly, I would ask him, oh, what happened as I washed his balls, shaft, and head clean. Too stiff, hard, and big for an old man at the age of 44, enjoying our time so much that I had to end up giving him a happy ending. It would have not been fair to just tease him and not to tease him and not please him fully. Now he wants it again, and I tell him that it just happened one time, and his son would not approve. My mind also thinks it's safe sex, and it's just a BJ. It's not as if like we had intercourse, so it shouldn't be a big deal. I confess I am not sure of what to do and how I've now slowly fallen for him. I do know he needs me to help him in the shower until he's healed. This has 29 upvotes, 0
Could you read the
dislikes.
first 2 sentences again?
My father in law had a hip replacement surgery. So I
Hip
went to
replacement.
help.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's what I needed. That's what I needed.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. T, what do you think?
I don't ever want to have a relationship with a woman ever again. Personally, I just want to have sex and pretend like everything's okay. Because if this is what people in relationships are getting up to, and you're married, this is a father-in-law, bro, and she was like, I don't think the son would be happy. Well, no shit. Well, no shit. The fuck, bro. Imagine obviously like he's probably staying with them because of the surgery, and obviously like to take care of him until he can obviously get more mobility and start walking and doing shit for himself again. But imagine, bro, you've gone to the office You know what I'm saying? At that shitty building that we work in, which is actually kind of a nice building, but in that shitty building that we work in, and you're putting in a shift, talking to people you don't want to talk to, putting up with the mess that you don't want to put up with, and then at home you think, oh, uh, my father-in-law, you know, or like my dad's at home, my girl's just looking after him, you know what I'm saying? Because obviously he's got his hip replacement surgery, and she's out there giving him a blowjob. I thought it was just a hand job, but then she just literally she verified in this fucking text here that it was just a blowjob. It was just, she put, it's just a blowjob. It's not like we had sex or intercourse rather, brother. Nah, nah. I'm losing hope. I'm losing faith. Basically, this is, I just don't. Can you really trust it? Can you really trust anyone? This is a married couple. Like, this is years of dedication and like this. I, I feel like you could literally see my face, just like my soul draining the more I was speaking about it. But what about you, Davian? What would you say about the situation?
Let's get a replacement.
You say you want to get a hip replacement?
Sounds more fun than I thought it would.
Listen, man, you gotta have kids first. Make sure your son finds a hot ass girl, and then there you go.
No.
Then break your hip, bro. Then snap your hip. That's the play. That's clearly the fucking play. I don't know what you are for.
I was gonna call one of them at-home nurses if you're gonna wash my balls. That's my idea. I'm not gonna sleep with my son's wife because
some people are
I
trash.
thought it'd be unfair to just tease him. Nigga, what?
Brother,
I'm not even asking my wife to. I don't want my wife doing that full stop to begin with anyway.
It's crazy, man. She's 24, by the way. 24 years old.
And the dad's meant to be 44, and she called him old. I'm vexed. I read that bit, and it was.
It's a little 20-year gap, bro. A little 20-year gap. Okay. The next wonderful confession that we have here. I'm gonna go to the my cheating heart section. All right.
I was gonna ask the next one. Fine. So I want the last one.
All right. So the title for this one is called "Taken Guys Have a Thing for Me." My friend and I got into an argument recently, and my life got a whole lot more interesting as a result. I'd been to a wedding and ended up sleeping with a guy. Oh my God, I have no faith in humanity. I ended up sleeping with a guy there that was married. I told her about it, and she was pissed off with me, telling me that it was wrong, etc. I confided in her boyfriend about the argument we had, and to my surprise, he told me that he thought it was kind of hot that I slept with this guy. This led to a lot of chatting and flirting over WhatsApp for several weeks. One thing led to another, and when we were alone in my flat, what? One thing led to another, and when we were alone in mine and my friend's flat last Friday. That's a terrible fucking piece of grammar there. You need to work on that. Basically, when she was alone in her flat. Fucking hell. Just say that. We fucked each other. Yep, there it is. He has such a good dick game. I must have come like 10 times. Lol. I don't think I'm going to be able to stop myself from doing this again and again if he's down. And if we get the chance, I don't care. Full stop. Sorry, Sarah. Kiss. This has 38 upvotes and 3 downvotes. This was posted on the 7th of June, 2023. It's been a week since. What are your thoughts?
Sarah gonna kill both of your asses. Sarah done told you do not. Sarah done told you she don't like you sleep with married people. So
you took Sarah's go. Took Sarah's man. Sorry. That's
wild. Sarah gonna kill you, man, because how you fucking in an apartment you might share? Because now she's gonna come home one day and now you beating her man like you're going to die. We're gonna read about this on the. If this is real, we'll read about it on the news. It'll be
crazy.
Sarah 28, murdered 2 people because she walked in on them, plotting on the sofa, cheeks in the air. So cool. Like,
Brother, this is a straight female who's 20 years old. There you go.
20. Oh, 20. Okay, okay.
Oh,
My man
oh,
just used.
also her username is called Living My Best Life XO. this chick don't give a fuck.
Nah, you know what it is? You have to, I mean, imagine you're that guy. Okay, so in this situation, you dating someone, I don't know how long they were together or whatever, and you just
Mm-hmm.
then she has a roommate, and you're like, okay, she's attractive too. I'd also sleep with her, and then suddenly she starts hitting on you, and you're like, fuck it, great. So I just, oh no, what's the worst that can happen? And now you just gotta bang both. Soon he'll make an excuse to leave, be like, oh, I'm not a good person, oh, I need time, and then
David.
he'll be able to live his
David.
life.
David.
Well,
So this guy is in a relationship with a girl, right? And then there's a girl within that friendship group that he's also now slept with. Are you saying that he might leave his original girl and potentially be with this new girl? Anyway, moving on. I might cut that out of the podcast. We'll see. We'll see if I can be bothered. Anywho, the final section is obviously is revenge. The title is nice and simple. It's actually just called Revenge Sex. This will be short and to the point. This is a 30-year-old female, and this was posted yesterday. My friend was at a local brewery a few months ago. Did I even say that correctly? My friend was at a local brewery a few months ago when she saw my husband kissing someone else. Brother, my English is getting worse. She called me, texted me the photos, and told me she was sorry. I texted my husband, no answer. He came later. He came home later and said nothing. Since that night, no less than 10 men have fucked me. It could have been 15 if I wanted it to be. Yes, this is revenge sex, and I may be taking it a step too far considering he may have only just kissed this one woman, but I am not done getting my revenge. Fucking asshole. This has 13 upvotes and 1 dislike. Posted by Corinne. Corinne. Corrine. However you want to pronounce it.
Either way.
Yeah. First of all, you definitely took it too far, mate.
No, there's something I need to. So the photo got texted, and my man tried to walk in the yard as if it didn't happen.
I don't know where the fuck his brain cells got left off at home. Like if your wife texts you and you don't reply the whole fucking day.
I'm trying to get to the mind of a cheater. Because she texts you like, yo, so and so said they saw you with someone. And your thing is, I'm gonna ignore this. And I'll just come home and we will not talk about it, it'll be fine. And then she doesn't talk about it with you, and you're like, I got away with it. Surely you'd think, why didn't she?
You would try connect one and one. You'd be like, oh, she's been really relaxed lately, you know?
She's let me kiss my mistress. Like,
bro, like the thing is, like this dude, like in actuality of like reality, right? If we're real, right? Say for example, obviously he's cheated on her. You know, she has her fucking receipts. He's kissed another. He's kissed this other woman. Probably slept with her. Let's be real, you know. So he slept with this one woman. Her then going on a fuck rampage of min 10. She said it could be 15 if I wanted it to be. Is that not a bit brazy? Like that's why I'm saying it's too far. Like you should have just obviously. Don't get me wrong. To no degree is what he did okay. To no degree should you feel sympathy and then not feel like you can do whatever the fuck you want to do. But I think probably end the relationship first and then go do that. Don't get raw dogged. You probably use protection. Who really fucking knows? I'm not your fucking babysitter, dude. But to go on a fuck page, yes, I've merged the two. it's kind of crazy.
Um,
Like you're entitled to do whatever the fuck you want to do, but like that is kind of crazy. That is kind of crazy.
yeah. Also, just divorce him first, and then just do what you want. Like
And
live
then
your best whole life. Like,
but then again, the revenge. Now, playing devil's advocate. Here. But then the revenge wouldn't feel as satisfying as if she's probably in her bag right now because she's like, number one, I'm fucking these dudes. You don't know I'm fucking these dudes. You think that you're special with your one bitch that I don't even give a fuck about anymore. And then one day when you find out what I'm doing, or when I tell you what I'm doing, it'll be soul crushing for you to know that you ain't shit. Now, if I'm the devil on her shoulder, I'm like, low key, you're a fucking evil genius, and I respect it. But as a decent human
no,
being, I'm like, that ain't it, chief.
it's a dumb play. It's gonna make the guy get over you easier than he wanted to. Like now they're gonna get divorced and well, like, oh, why would I be someone to just let me 10 people like that? Damn. And he's not even gonna think about the fact that he cheated first. And now he's gonna get over it, probably fall in love with this ex random woman. And now he's gonna get married. Now you're gonna be pissed in about 2 years when he's remarried, probably got kids, and now and then he's claiming that you were crazy and you slept with 10 people, and then he started lying and gaslighting you, and now suddenly you're in a hole,
To be fair though,
just
it is.
leave your head high, and then live your best single life, and then post it everywhere so everyone knows.
I'll say, bro, you're only 30, chief. Like, brother, like you're only 30. You can easily find a better human being. Like, you got time. You're not like fucking 60, bro. And like, I don't know, man. You're 30. You're young. You still got plenty of life and fucking experiences ahead of you, man. Don't do this dumb shit, man. Just fucking leave and find someone better. Have your whole phase after and then find someone better, But okay. Well, Davian, that concludes our anonymous. Anonymous? Anonymous? I don't even know. That concludes that section. So now now that is done, we're going to be hopping into our reaction section here. Like I said, we are going to be viewing some car crashes. Obviously, we'll be rating them on a scale of that ain't shit to motherfucker, I'd die. So, David, are you ready?
Yeah.
Let the fun begin. Well, not fun, but.
Oh, the fucking hell, are you serious?
That's a 4. That's a solid 4. That 5?
Okay, wait, let me see. I was looking at the wrong things. So you start to look too close.
Oh,
what are you doing?
Look at the black guy.
No. That's all I was doing the first time. I thought he was gonna like walk the car.
Bro, no, that's like a 5. That's a 6. Because you got sandwiched between two. That's a 6.
Also, tell the world to know that your tab bar looks like looks mad.
oh yeah, no, yeah, bro. Of course it's gonna look mad. Did you see the shit I had to read, bro?
That's a 4,
brother. I would give that like a 6 because of that guy being sandwiched in between the two. I'll give it like a 6.
Okay,
that's a 1.
2. Happens every week.
Oh,
That's a GTA glitch.
That don't look real.
That's 3. Okay, you cut me up. Okay.
Okay. What? Nothing bad's happening.
Police cars overtake you when you're right.
Nothing happened. Literally nothing happened. Unless I missed it.
It's bad drivers, I think.
Oh shit.
So,
oh,
8.
That's an 8.
9.
That's.
Oh no! Oh, 10.
Oh my. Oh, so it continues. It's the same fucking truck.
Yeah, there it is.
That's a 10. That's a 10. That's a fucking 10. Holy shit.
Okay, so I'm merging onto the left. This police car's cut me off.
Yeah, that's fine.
Police car's doing a little 270. I've stopped safely. Oh, that's a 1.
That's
going down
a 0.
Oh,
Jesus.
Oh, Lord. 10.
Let's get the shit
I'm never
out
driving
of
again. No, I'm dead. I'm dead. I died at the wheel right there.
Bro, I was like, ain't nothing scary. And
10,
then that fucking
10,
rock.
10. I died
The fact
right
that this
there.
guy is still driving calm. Nah, brother. Nah.
Nah, he
That's
must live on that road. Like, that must be normal.
Oh shit.
Okay. What's the U-turn?
Oh,
Turns it into a 360.
okay,
into
Tokyo
donut.
Drift.
I wonder if you know. I live in Tokyo. Right next to the police, though.
I was gonna say,
Oh,
like,
is it
so he did
Street
that.
Racer. Street racing. Let's go. Oh, this is. I know this shit.
That guy's an idiot.
Oh,
What's going on?
oh, crash.
What? Okay, okay. Can we be real? So this that white car, not part of like the four ahead, but like the one in the middle. Slow down.
Yeah.
The black fucking SUV. What the fuck are you on Tinder? What's your driving, bro? What's this nigga doing? He's a fucking idiot. Oh my god.
For 3. Oh, here we go. So you just overtaken. Oh, and then you swerved.
Okay.
You swerved it. That's
a 0. But like mentally, that's
Oh,
you
wait,
deserve to get it out.
wait.
Oh
Wait,
shit.
you about to pull out the blicky?
Oh.
And you made it again. What?
Bro, look at your driving.
Oh, that's
Are you
police
drunk?
car. Oh, that's.
Brother, he has to be drunk. There's no fucking way. I decline to believe this individual thinks that he's in the right. Oh, there's a police as well. Fucking donut. Okay. Oh shit.
9.
Yeah,
Good, that's a good hit. That's Simpsons hit and run right now.
Jesus. This is Joe at the wheel. Holy shit.
10.
10. Straight up 10. Fucking hell.
Okay.
Oh!
6.
That's a 7.
It's 6 because the sat nav sounded chill. Oh no!
Slow down. So, ooh.
Pick up your front bumper from your nearest
What
convenience.
did you expect?
Pick up your front bumper from your nearest convenience, but oh my lord, you lost your lights.
That's a 7. That's a 7. But like you're being
Remember
stupid.
that's the bus hit. Remember that's the bus hit him. That's why I imagine it like, oh, ooh.
That gets a 10 out of 10. That gets a 10 out of 10 because that just looks dope. Ooh. Oh, that's sick. That is sick. Okay. No, okay. Just it's started so well. Oh,
I thought he spun in court control. That just sounded unhealthy.
Yeah. No, that was.
Wait, go back a sec. You know the real OG here. Look at the car that's coming up. Wait. Look at the car that's coming up to this incident. Let's slow the fuck down. What's going on there? Just slow down. He's like, this is actually my stop, you know. Back it up, Terry.
It's a long
Oh
day.
no. Oh, this is a 10 already.
Oh,
Never mind. That was an 8.
That is crazy. They are lucky. David, that's Sarah. When she finds those fucking 2, bro, that's gonna be Sarah pulling up.
Listen. Look at that red car. The red car, I can already see it.
Yeah. Oh. That's a 7. That's a 7.
That's really fucking day that you were just driving to work and now you got a whole thing. Okay, you just picked me back.
That's a 10.
Oh,
That's a 10. That's a 10.
That's Birmingham.
That's
Birmingham. I like Birmingham when I see Birmingham.
Holy shit.
Now look at that shit. Think. All right, that taxi had no idea what was going on.
Straight 10.
That great.
Oh,
watch him. Now watch him.
He's running away.
Dip. 10. That's a 10. You know
That's
why?
10.
He's outside a fish and chip. No, go back. He's outside a fish and chip shop.
Brother, that
right
is
there is
crazy.
incredible.
My
Fish
guy
and chip
just
shop.
dips.
I see
And
the
other guy in the car as well. He's like, I'm
Wait,
gone.
go back further. I need to see how quick you got in the car. Sorry, I need to break this down. So the car's pulled up to turn right, gets hit. This car goes straight into a street sign, hits an actual sign. That guy's first thought instantly is get out and leg it. Don't know where he's trying to leg it to because you just lost your car. He's got someone in the car, didn't check they were okay, and they get out and then it's like, we'll leg it to.
That's fucking wild.
Okay, we're in America here.
Yeah, this is.
Oh! Oh, that's why my delivery was late.
This is New York. This is New York, bro. That is what the fuck.
All right, that's why my delivery is late, family. But just running people over.
Bro.
Wait, watch this. Beeps his horn
And he
carries on.
beeps his horn and continues
Beeps his
on.
horn and carries on.
You're a cunt.
Oh, he's
You're an actual
stop.
cunt.
Oh Lord. Oh Lord. 10.
10.
10.
10. 10.
10. If you're in the middle of that much, you died. Oh Lord, that's my fear. Oh,
Ooh, okay. Not
that's
bad.
9.
That's like an 8.
I may never drive again after that. Oh,
That's a okay. 10.
This is one road.
Just yes, this is a 10. Just for the road.
It's one road.
Just for the road. It's a 10. He just ran over his bike. Fucking Christ.
Okay, I'm driving on the outside. That car not too close. I don't like it. Oh,
the black car crashed into you. Oh my god.
Fam, this like has a perception, fam. I'm getting ready for my theory test.
Bro, this is. Oh no. Yep. That's like a 6. It's an annoying incident. 10.
It's the first time, not general.
10.
His tunic was smudged
Oh,
with grease.
okay. Everything seems fine.
Table,
Oh shit.
some kind of long metal patchwork.
That guy in the white car is a fucking dipshit. Oh no.
It's also in the snow.
Oh no.
Look at the speed! Look at the footwork! You see, look at this! Look at the footwork! Oh. There we go! Invasive, cheeky but jinky. Look! Impressive. That right there.
That is
Also,
crazy.
I might hit 6 steps to move 1 step, that's how you know it was scary.
Jesus.
I really
That's
care.
a car door gone. That's a car door gone. Yep, that was so predictable.
Hey, is that town? I know. I felt like I was back in City Wall at a certain time.
Loki.
What's going on here? Like, I need to see what happens next after that. Okay, there are a lot of cars going the wrong
This
way.
looks car. Oh, okay. No, the guy on the left. Whether. Yeah,
the car's
he's
going the wrong
definitely had a bit
way.
to drink. Yeah, and there's a
Please.
he's like, well, then I'm fucked. Okay, everyone's speeding up. Slow down.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Police officer, cool. Oh, okay, he just got caught for speeding. That's it.
He pulled over the guy that went past the truck. Okay, here we go. Braking right. You're gonna have enough time to turn left.
I mean, you can stay in that lane.
No,
You don't have. You don't have.
There you go. Yeah, that told you. Yeah, he wants to pull back.
Yeah, and that's a police officer, I think. Right? Really?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. You're a dickhead.
Dead.
What? You're a dickhead. You're an actual
that's
dickhead of a
zero.
human being. Like,
That's
thank
zero.
you,
He's
police
playing,
officers. Yeah, but like, why would you drive like
he's
that?
He's playing crossing. You know them crossing games you to like.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, here we go. You just know this car to the fuck up somehow.
I think it was a one-way road. I think it said on. Did that just say? I think. I don't know. He fucked up somehow,
No.
obviously. Because the police officer's like, yeah, pull up, dude. These have got a lot less intense.
Or have they?
Okay then.
Or have they?
Okay then. Oh!
Or have they? 10. You're
10,
dead.
10, 10, 10. 10.
You're dead.
Ben 10.
You're dead, and you lost delivery.
But, oh my feet, what is going on?
All right. This video said you chat shit about me, blood. You're not even ready. Okay, here we go. You got no control. I'm bad, man.
Okay, yeah, no, this video picked up. Holy fucking shit. Oh my god. Oh my god.
I don't know what this is. Like a 12?
45.
A selection of fours.
The past 4 videos have been 20s.
So when this video ends, I need to watch that guy running again. That's
Oh my god.
what type of Royal Rumble is this?
Yeah, this is a 50. This is a 50. This is
Look
a
at the
50.
trying to go.
They hit the shit out of my car.
Oh, here
Okay.
we go. Boom. That's
That's a 40.
Hello,
That's
darkness,
a
my old friend.
that's
I've come
that-
to talk with you again.
that
Okay.
yeah. Okay then. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that brings us.
Go back to my favorite
Oh,
clip. I need to see one more time. Thank you.
Bro, this guy was fucking dying, man. It's so crazy. Oh no, where's it? There it is.
No, not this one. Not this one. The one that
Not this one?
The further back. The one where my man crashes and dips. I need to see.
Oh yeah. I got you. Is that was before this?
Before this, it was when.
Oh yeah, here.
There, that one. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, this is beautiful. Because the thing is, like, look at the way he hits it. He hits the taxi, spins out, 3 cars, and then he's like, he's dead.
"Fuck
He's like,
this
"Nah,
shit,
I'm
I'm out."
And also, the running start is insane.
Bro, he just dips.
Bossman comes out the fish cheek. Bossman comes out the fish cheek. I don't know what happened out here. Look at
Bro,
the shit.
this guy's a-
Look at the speed everyone acts in. Man said, I'm coming to administer first aid with a towel on his shoulder. Look at him.
Oh my fucking
just like
God.
grabbing shit. Oh, that is insane. That is the most scumbag behavior I've ever seen. You didn't need to do all that.
Brother, this is shitty as well. And they beep the horn after you just fucking yeet this man. All right, well, that should do it for this week. You guys can obviously look forward to another one next week. I'll get this posted whenever. Definitely before the weekend it'll be done. But thank you again to Davian for being here as per usual. Consistency shall be key. Spotify, give us a bag. But until then, ladies and gentlemen, have a good day. Have a good night. Whatever the fuck. Peace.